the Los Angeles Rams.
Set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Come on, 180. I got one. He's
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's coming, double up.
Goff on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go. Four down. Showing up. Switch. Hey, lift.
In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here I come again. On your team.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Goff now looks to throw, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check the baby whip. Wide, get wide. Slam. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Let's get off the field. Check 37. Switch.
Play fake. Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
Tiger. Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw, Goff. Flush to his right. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's Goff. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Let's get it. Ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike. You gonna get this boy? Use it.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, they'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 49.
Switch up. Chance.
On 1st down, it's Gurley.
Go.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Check 26.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now it's Gurley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and goal. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys will probably express.
And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Murray now on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Mike 22. Mike 22.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Joe Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
I'm going to run you over.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike 50. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Will. Check your hot read. Twist. Watch out.
second down. Murray sets to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Goff now looking to throw. He's letting it fly. He's got a man complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 32 on the play. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray escaping the pressure. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Cardinals' 9-yard line.
Hut, 180. 14. 14.
Now gone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Now gone. And it'll be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check.
From the 27, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Goff steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play that time for the Rams. 45 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. An 18-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Hassan Reddick. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
17. 80 weapons. 76. Tell him. 76. Good.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st down, Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Travis Kelce, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Again, it's Mixon. Room here to run. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st down, gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On the toss, it's Gurley. Fighting him off. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Let's go, baby. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Check, 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 check.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Now it's Mixon running right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Again, it's Mixon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.